Hi, welcome to my channel. This reading will be for the sign of Taurus. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right to your reading. One more shuffle. It's kind of hard shuffling there. Maybe something or someone doesn't want you to hear this message. But let's see what you have here. Okay, for Taurus, you got the Eight of Swords, the Star. You can be dealing with an Aquarius, doesn't have to be, or maybe someone out of a distance. There was an argument that had happened, and it has to do with possibly an offer. Either you were trying to give someone an offer, or it doesn't have to be a relationship. I almost feel it has to do with work. Perhaps you were trying to possibly get a raise or a promotion, or it can be a romantic relationship, however this resonates with you. It has something to do with an offer, and it caused this Five of Wands to happen where there was conflict with the person that you were dealing with. And this conflict had you contemplating about either travel, or you could be dealing with someone that lives kind of far from you. And this whole situation has has you in this Eight of Swords here. So you kind of feel hopeless in a way, but at the same time you have the Star card, and the Star card is about wishing or hoping or being hopeful about a certain situation. I feel my throat chakra is kind of blocked right now, so it's a little difficult for me to speak. So like I said earlier, maybe someone doesn't want you to hear this message. This Moon card here, I could see that there are secrets that are being kept from you. And it's kind of putting you in this Chariot moment, or Chariot card here, where you feel like you need to take control over the situation. Yeah, so with the Chariot and the Five of Wands, it's making you in this type of like aggressive mood, and you feel like you need to defend yourself in a way. So, and I think it has to do with things that are being kept from you. Like, I feel like something isn't fair, and you have to stand up for yourself. Yeah, and you feel like, if you could see in this Nine of Swords card here, this person is crying as these people are kind of just laughing at her. And I feel like this is you, where you feel like I said earlier, you feel like things are unfair. So you feel like you have to defend yourself. Yeah, so another thing with this offer, because the offer that I was getting was from this Nine of Cups here. Knight of Cups, sorry. Where you could see he's kind of like holding that cup in his hand, and he was trying to give an offer to something, but with this Four of Cups, he feels like it's rejected. Or you feel like whatever it is that you were trying to offer, you feel rejected in a way. And it's making you feel defensive. It's like, well, I gave you an offer, and you're kind of making yourself vulnerable in a way, and it's kind of upsetting you in a way where, okay, well, fine, if you're not going to take my offer, I'm gonna, you become in this aggressive mode, like I said earlier. Let me get some clarifications just to see what is really going on here, because it's not too clear to me on exactly what is happening in your situation. So let's see. for Taurus. Okay, let's cut the card. Okay. So you have the Temperance. Okay, so the Temperance came out twice here. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but I see a lot of fast forward movement in here in your reading. Um, the Temperance is also about balance and, trying to balance not just things that are going in your life, but also your emotions. So I feel like the Temperance represents uh, trying to balance your emotions. Because I feel like I said earlier, you kind of feel like you're in this aggressive mode, and it's hard for you to hide that. So I feel like I think it's the important thing that Spirit is trying to tell you in this reading is to try to find balance with your emotions and not to let something like this get the best of you. Because sometimes, um, situations like this are very upsetting and it kind of gets the best of us. And I think that's what's happening with you. And you know that. You got the Eight of Wands here, the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like I feel like you're the Hierophant here, where it's clarifying the Five of Wands and the Chariot, where you like want to tap into the more sensitive side of you. Like the Hierophant is about intuition and more of like the masculine side of spirituality. Like since you feel in this aggressive nature, because we're in our human bodies temporarily, and this human body makes us feel certain emotions, and anger is one of them. And I feel like that is the main message in your reading, is to try to tap it more into your masculinity, but in your spiritual side. Um, and it's not just always about, like masculine energy isn't just about, um, being firm and but it's also about finding balance with that anger side of you. So I feel like that is important for you to try to tap into right now. So I feel a lot of aggression from you or anger, and you feel hurt. And I think the reason why you feel so forceful and angry is because this person, or you feel rejected, and it's making you, lash out in this way. I'm gonna grab a couple from the Oracle. So you have Forge, don't follow. Be the leader you wish you had. And you have Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Yeah, so like I said earlier, I feel this reading is trying to tell you to tap into that spiritual side of your masculinity that you have within you. Everybody has, or I believe that everybody has feminine and masculine energy, and it's as women, it's also important to tap into that our masculinity energy and learning how to balance it out and act accordingly. So with these two cards, I feel like, yeah, so it's like life lessons and understanding that whatever it is that we go through, or these lessons that we go through in this lifetime, it causes us to have spiritual growth. And it's about understanding and accepting that for what it is. Sorry, that was my computer. So I feel like that is the main message from your reading here, is to know that whatever had happened to you, although it was unfair and although it hurts us, it is meant to happen to us. So it was, that's kind of like, uh, you won't be able to learn lessons if, our life was just completely cake. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from the classic tarot. See if there's any final messages for you. Yeah, so I feel like the Temperance card coming out twice here, it's important for you to balance your femininity and your masculine side. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so I feel like you're really tired. Like, I feel like even just thinking about what is happening, the devil, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Justice, or a Libra. But yeah, so I feel like with this Four of Swords here, it's time for you to kind of, you know, reevaluate everything that is happening or with this situation and kind of like take the time to heal and, like I said, to balance out your both of your feminine and your masculine energy. But I do see a good outcome here with the justice. Like, I feel like as soon as you heal and you pull yourself away from the situation, you will start to see that, you know, that it was a life lesson and that it kind of teaches you to, um, although whatever had happened to you and it hurt, it it was a lesson for you to learn. Because if things come to us just easy, then we never actually learn anything. But I feel like once you start to heal, you'll see that it was a blessing in disguise, and that you will eventually gain justice in what it is that had happened. Yeah, so that was a really good reading. So I hope this helped you, and thank you for watching.